as deep. This very well may go as deep as the difference between black Christians being Democrats and white Christians generally being Republicans or whatever. But the idea is who do I focus on? Do I focus on the potential of the fetus, or do I focus on the potential of the person? Right? Because the person is here. The person is present, and that person may and or may not, most likely, may or may not be Christian. And so why am I going to, it's like, I think the Bible makes it really clear how we're supposed to treat non-Christians. That non-Christians is like, you know what, do you. Make your laws, do whatever, have rights so that we all have our rights. But it's like, but you do you. What I'm supposed to do as a Christian is I'm just supposed to love you.
Yeah, and I agree.
Right?
And just so you know, I 100% agree. I think a lot of people on the pro-life side, some of you guys are going to be triggered right now, aren't truly pro-life, but they're pro-birth.
Okay.
Right? So they're because if you're pro-life, in my opinion, you have to also be cognitive of gun laws. Right, and what's fair legislation there, and what are common sense gun laws, right? Some of you guys are triggered right now. You have to factor in all these other issues, social issues, police brutality.
Yeah.
Right, like you can't sit here and tell me that you are for the unborn, but yet you don't care the environment and the climate and the economic things that they grow up in. And a lot of people just are ignorant because they've never been to the South Side of Chicago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand what happened in the Bronx in the 70s. No. You know what I mean? And so I think that is inconsistent for a lot of pro-life people because they're not truly pro-life. So they're more pro-birth.
So not only are they pro-life, and yet they like guns, and then they also like the death penalty. So that's a nice little mix. But look, I'm going to tell you, it's like I don't want to make people think that I don't understand the inconsistencies on the pro-choice side, because like, look, there's a lot of people who are pro-choice and they're vegan. You know, right? And it's like, you see, look, good. I'm glad I got the laugh out of that that I need. But it's like
the potential for life. It's okay to end the potential for life, but not your animals. Don't you dare touch those animals.
And I'm like, yo, how does this happen? I get, but you know,
so there's inconsistencies on both sides.
Yeah, and so like I said, so just chalk that up. But for me, like I said, it comes back to where am I at, and I think a lot of pro-birthers are like that. I like that phrase and whatnot. They tend to be, with respect, they tend to be in a more of a Christian bubble. Me, I'm a sociology teacher, and I'm teaching classes where literally there's probably maybe like 5 Christians in a whole bunch of 40 of them, right? Or like five actual Christians. There's some people who are cultural Christians and stuff like that. But like 5 actual Christians in the space. And I feel the responsibility of understanding, like I get it faced every day with, do I meet them where they're at, or do I try to go with some other approach? Well, one, my job is such to where I'm supposed to, to do different in regards to how I'm teaching, but I've really incorporated just the whole doctrine of love of Jesus, and just to say, and I know this is not the point of this, but for real, it's like, look, the Bible makes it very clear about what it says about homosexuality. And at the same time, people who are homosexual will take my class, and after my class, they will hug me, and they'll be like, oh my God, this is the greatest class ever, and whatnot, because it's like, because whatever it is that I am, I have to be I just have to be love for them. And then we can have, when they are convinced that I love them, then we can have a talk about whatever else it is. And so it's like, when someone is making this choice about whether they get an abortion or not, that's a real, like, if you come at them with religion, which I think both of us have the same opinion about religion, right? And whatnot, you come at them with religion, all they're going to do is just walk away hurt, right? And depressed, and felt like you didn't help them at all. But if you come at them with love, regardless of what their decision is, if you come out with them with love, that changes the whole thing.